It's time for a low-effort review of Sea of Stars. Now, Sea of Stars is largely billed as a spiritual successor to Chrono Trigger, and I actually think that does it a disservice. I absolutely love Chrono Trigger. It's one of my favorite games ever, and this just did not scratch the Chrono Trigger itch, but it did scratch a completely different itch I didn't know I had. Sea of Stars was made by the same team that did The Messenger, and for those of you who don't know, The Messenger was this interesting unfolding game that started like a Ninja Gaiden-esque level platformer and ended up expanding into a Metroidvania and then into like a time travel game. It was really interesting. And Sea of Stars is largely the same thing, but in RPG form. For example, the world map that you start on seems pretty big, until you realize that the actual world map is consisting of several of those world maps stitched together. And then the actual endgame world map is consisting of several worlds all stitched together. So it's neat. There's always something bigger, and that keeps you playing. Map design is definitely the game's biggest strength. Traversing the different environments is just a treat. I mean, you get to jump, you get to run around, use a grappling hook. Everything's better with a grappling hook. In fact, it feels a lot more like Super Mario RPG in that sense, and that's the game's other major inspiration. There are even timed hits in battle. Unfortunately, battle is pretty shallow otherwise. You're always just kind of using your most powerful attack at any given point in time. And if you're not, you're using whatever other attack you need to use to build to your most powerful attack. The story feels a little scattered, but it's enough to keep you playing, and the sprite work is absolutely awesome. Overall, it was a good play. Just don't expect it to be the next Chrono Trigger because it's not. I give Sea of Stars a "hey, is that a robot" out of 10.